Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
Oops.
Bleep.
Yeah.
We are live.
I apologize.
See? Got to pay attention. You said you were ready. Are you ready? Are you ready now?
That's before I looked on Robinhood and saw that everything plummeted.
You were shocked.
Tomorrow will be a better day. Wow. I was like, okay. Before we get started, Veronica Rose got something to say.
I wanted to say to people out there that are going through some stuff, I just wanted to send prayers out to people that have been having some things going on this week, and that you are in our hearts, and hopefully everybody will get through it. So just prayers out to people that need to have prayers, and that's all I need to say.
What she's trying to say is that a co-worker of theirs at a school at South Anna in Virginia, her and her husband tragically died at
Outer Banks.
North Carolina Outer Banks.
There you go.
At Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk. There we go. And
we're just sending prayers out to them and their family and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be hard.
So that being said, I mean, guys, look. The whole reason for this show is called ignorance. And happy birthday to Melissa. Happy birthday to Lynn. And happy birthday to everybody who's there. Today's their birthday. Because I keep telling you, tomorrow's not promised.
To your loved ones, you need to say.
Okay.
To your loved ones, you need to say you love them no matter what. Give a hug every day and tell them that you love them, because you never know what will happen.
Right. Yeah. As y'all know, that Nipsey Hussle, I don't know this guy, so I'm not going to even fake it like I know who this guy is. I don't know nothing about his bio. I don't know what kind of person he is. And I very rarely knew what he did in life. But from what I heard, the reason why I'm not going to talk about it, because what he was trying to do for a documentary, we are too small to even remotely come close to even mentioning anything. And but from what I heard, that this guy was special to a lot of people. So ignorance, lack of knowledge or information. But before I get to ignorance, I got one more thing to say. Somebody asked me last week, they asked me, why did I cheat? And I told this special young lady the reason why I cheated was because I was filling a void. And I had a lack of understanding on why I cheated. And had I understood, because at first, this is the reason why I'm doing all these segments, is because when I was growing up, I had values. But when certain things happened to me, I had lack of values. When I caught the lust bug and lost my virginity and all that other stuff that goes with it, I always believed that you were supposed to get married as a virgin. But when you get around the wrong people and they start peer pressuring you, and all of a sudden you realize that you lost your virginity to, I'm not saying the wrong person, but
temptation comes in.
Right.
And that temptation can take you down
and you lose your virginity, and all of a sudden it's almost like you lose favor with God. But that being said, ignorance, lack of knowledge or information. Now, the reason why we're bringing this up, because the lack of not understanding of what you don't know. All this is going right back to what? Education. Lack of education, one-sided, one narrative, never look outside of the box. People always looking inside of a box. They never look outside. They never look around it. They never see different shapes or colors. They only see one-sided narratives. Feeding someone bad information. Oh my God, we got so many people who do that. Feeding people bad information.
Get your facts straight before you send out the information. Because if you get the information wrong, it can cost you down the road.
And this comes up with community. Breaking the cycle. They don't have someone to help break the cycle. When I mean breaking the cycle, you got a lot of fatherless children. You have a lot of fatherless children, wealthy, poor, middle class. Believe me when I tell you, when people, for instance, say that you have parents that abuse you. Well, once you have your own children, you sure as hell don't want to do that to your children.
No, you know.
So you break the cycle. Someone's got to start off fresh. If your parents give you bad information, you want to try your damnedest to give your children good information. That's breaking the cycle. If you came from a one-parent home, you want to try to make it a two-parent home. That's breaking the cycle. You can even break the cycle with cheating.
Yeah, they do say sometimes once a cheater, always a cheater. But there are some, just like once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. But there are people that do change.
Yeah.
I've got some friends that have changed and they've done really good for themselves. But then there's some that don't do very well at all.
Yeah. This is why the community is.
But if you're not around that person, you don't know if they've changed or not. You don't know what they're doing in life. So don't sit there and judge somebody unless you know for a fact of who they are.
Exactly. This is why community support is so important. This is why a positive role model is so important. This is why positive parents are so important. And this is why positive friends are important. Guys, let me tell you something, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. This whole thing with Nipsey Hussle, and I saw a lot of your comments about the CIA did it, this and that did it. Let me tell you something. Whether you want to believe it or not, powers to be, there are people out there who definitely don't want you to know the truth about anything.
No, they don't.
I hate to say it, but man, JC was right. And unfortunately, the way we wanted to do this whole narrative about leading up to this point, his values and his focus wasn't where we needed to be. So I'm gonna bring you in this slow because I'm telling you, everything I'm telling you is the truth. I'm not gonna jump over the edge because I love what I'm doing. So to that note, how much time? What are you doing? You smoking crack over there? What is this? The crack twins? You on crack? He on crack?
I don't think it's us on crack. I think it's you on the crack. Because you.
I'm trying to bring the message to the people.
Well, you
and I
bring
got
the message to the
around.
people. Make it happen.
Crack kills.
Does it really?
Hell? Are you ready to play me out? Play me out, man.
Peace out, people. Peace out.
YHF.
Everybody have a good one.
YHF. YAJ.
Oh my God.
YJ. Effect is out. VR hats. VR hats.
Yeah.
Oh.
See the hat? You got one
VR
on his
hats.
head. You need to lean your head down some. Head down.
What?
Look down. There you go.
I don't smoke crack, but those two do. They are crack, 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 crack.